It's time.
All right, here we go.
The Cocktail Show.
Get ready to have a good time.
Let's have a good time.
This is exciting, isn't it?
Oh, I like that.
Hello, testing.
Welcome aboard the Dreamliner.
It's the only way to fly.
Wow.
I've allotted 1 hour for recreational activity. There's no time for irrelevant conversation. Fun will now commence.
Cocktail Show.
Garry.
Here's a young speaker who is really in demand.
Don't let that go to your head, Garry.
But wait, there's more.
I'm the guy.
Finger guns.
Garry Meier.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, GarrForce. Todd Pickering here with a very important public service announcement. For those of you in states or territories of the USA or provinces of Canada where daylight saving time is observed, remember that this Sunday, it's time to move your clocks forward exactly 1 hour at 2 a.m. in your time zone. But the failure to do so may result in missed appointments or travel arrangements. You may even be late for work on Monday. And while we're springing ahead on our chronometers, it's a great time to check the batteries in your smoke detectors. Remember, any of us could suffer from a house fire that we hear reported extensively on the local evening TV news report. Remember, smoke detectors save lives, dead batteries do not. So it's on to the shenanigans of the Garry Meier Show Cocktail Hour Live. Live.
Cocktails. Woo, drinks.
Are you ready? Everybody, now welcome to the show. It's a crazy delight. Gary's got the wheel, and Leslie's the co-pilot. Alan's in the booth, keeping things on track. With Ryan on deck, you'll never look back.
We're streaming live at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central.
On Friday, the 7th of March, 2025. And of course, no matter where you are, it's time for a digital mimosa. And maybe some fireworks out the window of your favorite neighborhood mode of transportation.
It's the Garry Meier Show, where weird is the norm. The carnival wagon rolls through every storm. Guests and laughs, it's a podcast spree.
Thanks for joining us here on
The GarrForce Live YouTube channel.
YouTube. Subscribe to the GarrForce Live YouTube channel.
Join the GarrForce. It's insanity.
All of the past editions of the Cocktail Hour can be replayed on the GarrForce Live YouTube channel.
Please like and share the show on all the social media channels.
Comments during the live show, wherever we are streaming, can be seen in our virtual studio
And we may show them on the screen.
and or talk about them.
Thank you for your attention.
Now, fasten your seatbelts. It's time to go wheels up on the GarrForce Live.
Live!
Live. Here we go.
Are you ready? Everybody? Crazy fun, zero refunds. Crazy fun, zero refunds.
Boom. Shaka-laka.
Clarence in the comment section said this intro needs an instruction manual. What don't you understand? Welcome. Here, let me walk you through this. I'm going to kick the tires. Let's light them up. And then one more sequence happens, and then we have wheels up. That would be Leslie removing her condom to
I just got the cat off my lap, too.
get this thing rolling. Yeah, and there it is.
I'm doing a Ferrari Carano Fume Blanc today. And
Oh, Fume
think we've
Blanc,
got-
you.
looks like we got something good going on here.
3, 2, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Side hustle.
Gotcha.
Like it a lot. Hey, a friend of mine, I talked to a friend of mine today, Leslie, and he said, is Todd Pickering Puerto Rican? And I said, no. Why do you ask? And he said, because there are times when he does the intro and you go, that's our Puerto Rican doorbell. Todd Pickering.
Okay.
By Puerto Rican doorbell, a few weeks back, I said when I was a kid, when you went to visit with a friend of yours, you would ride your bike up to their house and just go, yo, Tom, yo, whatever. And they'd come out. You wouldn't go to the door, knock on the door, ring the doorbell. That was it. You just yelled. And then I believe it was Doggy Boy said, that's a Puerto Rican doorbell. That's what that's called. And then when Todd Pickering does the live, that's the doorbell saying we're ready to go here. That's all.
I like when we explain things that way.
I do too.
Everybody on board now.
We have no guest today, so we don't have to mind our manners. And Ryan and you are in the same space for a number of reasons, because you're going to see some architectural similarities.
Yes.
We could show that off right now if you like. Let's see.
What?
There you go.
I just got to move the pictures around. There we go.
There you go.
Sometimes Alan can match it so they're in different rooms, but the lines work.
They line up very nicely. What can I say? When we put the addition on the house, I went dormer crazy. It's like, yeah, we want them in front, we want them in back. Put dormers everywhere. So,
and Ryan took the train in, and you picked him up, and there's a whole thing happening this evening because he's got to get a car, and he's on the move.
So I will be managing my liquor very carefully today because I have to drive after this. So we will. So I should probably put a cap on it right now.
Okay. And we will accept that. That is good behavior. We don't like people drinking and driving. That's stupid and 100% preventable. So Alan is in charge of the buttons, and he said, as I mentioned, there are a lot of comments this week, so we might want to get to that. Is this right?
Yep.
Yeah, I put it right back down after last Friday's show, and so I just have to pick it up now.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't have to have instructions. All right, what do we have? Well, Keely Ann's always first out of the box. Here comes the sun. My schnauzer and I are looking forward to the extra daylight in the evenings ahead. Aren't we all?
Oh, golly, yeah. You know, here in the Chicago area, there was snow. Luckily, nothing that sticks. But I keep saying maybe this is the last one. But now I have to figure out how to siphon all that gasoline out of my snowblower that I didn't use this year again.
Ryan gave you a siphon.
A new siphon. Oh, yeah.
Sucker.
Yeah. So I don't have to do that thing where I create the suction.
You don't have to do that.
Mouth.
Yeah, that thing where you. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to go back to Alan. He did something in the opening there that I wanted to talk about. And I'll have to think about what that was. Okay. Fireworks. What else did he show there?
He has that cool camera that lets
it's got this selfie stick that goes out. I think it's 45 feet.
Well, I can't take that to Epcot. So the one that's in the video that's in the intro is only about 6 inches long.
It's okay. Why can't you take the longer one to Disney World?
Disney bans selfie sticks, as do a bunch of places, because people were using them on rides, and the rides are only designed for human arms to extend. I mean, we can't have it. We can't have anything nice in this country or world, or
somebody's
otherwise.
Gonna screw it up,
right? Is that a selfie stick, or are you just glad to be in line waiting for Pirates of the Caribbean?
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense because people are going to get killed doing something stupid.
Yeah, so the software that comes with that camera makes whatever's attached to it disappear. And you saw in the video just something in my hand because it's a little bit different shaped than what the software expects. But it works pretty nice. It's a fun little toy.
Here's what I wanted to bring up. That song that Papa D, a.k.a. Dieter Sturm, did for the show. That's what you heard there at the beginning. And I think Dieter's going to give up that snowmaking career and go into this. He sent us a fish fry song, but we did play it last year. And Alan said we got into all kinds of complications, even though Dieter gave us permission. It gets weird. That's why we don't play videos anymore. We would play them, put the show up afterwards, and then the thing would get taken down because there's some copyright bullshit.
Well, and the weird thing we should point out about the song that they played, or that we played at the beginning, that is not a human singing. That is a computer generated voice. And it's next year, I think they're going to have them on The Voice and America's Got Talent, and they'll be winning all of the awards.
Yeah, and that would be fine because those shows have overstayed their welcome.
You're
We have
so
enough
done with
singers.
it.
We're full up. Stop.
We've got American Idols, what, 30 of them now? At
Yeah,
least?
The Voice, The Masked Singer. That's the worst show on television. I watched 5 minutes of that. I wanted to kill myself. Okay, what else do we have? Brian, happy clock moving weekend, you clock suckers. Quick plug, oh yes, at Broken Ore tonight, 7 p. and Bon Journeyed at Dirty Nelly's and Palatine tomorrow. These are all in Illinois. Where is Broken Ore? These are both in Palatine?
Look up the Broken Ore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go see Oh Yes and Bon Journeyed. You will enjoy your evening tremendously. They have performed on this show a number of times, and if you saw them, you know what I'm talking about.
Broken Ore Marina Bar in Port Barrington, Illinois.
All right. And Charles from WRLR in Crystal Lake, Illinois. That's his radio station that he works at. He's checking in. Martin's always checking in from BC. How you doing, Martin? Good to see you. And Lloydster, thank you for all the stuff you send me. The rest of the story, good day.
We need to do a quick shout out to our friend Ken, aka Stick Save. Holy smokes, did he provide us with some swag for giveaways. So we have giveaways for days. And you know, in recent weeks, I've also been saying, oh, we're running low on magnets and we might run out. Yeah, it turns out
you were wrong.
We have the stock room completely organized. We've got magnets.
We have a whole fistful, and we'll be giving those out week by week. Okay, David R. Spring, still snow on the Schnauzer. Yeah, well, the two seasons are fighting each other right now. Where is global warming when you need it? Oklahoma, Illinois. Actually, if I don't want to get into what global warming is, but if the climate is not right at a certain time of the year, that is, no matter if you think it should be warm, and this is happening, this is part of global warming. This is part, I mean, I'm not going to get all forecasty on you because I don't have the right ass to show you as a weather forecaster, because that's the only person that does weather anymore.
Right. You need a squeezy dress and really big earrings like Todd Pickering wears.
Yes. Bradley, Scottsdale, AZ, raining all day. Could rain most of the weekend, and that'll be the only rain they get all year in the desert.
That's it.
They don't remember your name in the desert. La, 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 la. Chad, Davenport, IA, the Heartland. Greg from Benton Harbor, Michigan, birthplace of Sinbad, Ernie Hudson, and Artie Johnson. All right.
Wow.
All right,
that
BH.
Is
all right, BH.
Bonafides right there.
Dale, Wheatfield, Indiana. Sandy, Lindenhurst, Illinois. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Samantha, always here with her mocktail from Mundelein, Illinois. We love you, Samantha. Mike and Pat in Lake Barrington. You can go see Oh Yes or Bon Journeyed.
Journeyed. Yeah.
They're in your area. Cindy, love the grumpy topiary. Thanks, Alan. Hello to the rest of the group. That was on the billboard that we opened with.
Grumpy Topiary. That was the name you used when you did that gardening show back in the 80s, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Michael, hey gang, San Antonio on board. Let's flip this thing over.
Woohoo.
Okay, we will. We will. All right.
This one he corrected it to let's not.
Okay.
Okay. I thought he meant the clock or whatever. He's talking about that plane that whoop.
The mislanding in Toronto.
Hey, nobody got killed. Almost nobody got hurt.
Still
That's how well built these aircraft are.
Except for the ones where the guy went a little berserk and ended up punching through at least one layer of the passenger window. But
Leslie, they have 2 layers. He didn't get through 2.
There
That's
you
why they
go.
have 2 layers. They know this when they make them. Somebody might break one. We got another one. Okay, more people. Alan, what should we do?
People are starting to talk to each other as I get through the
Okay,
comments.
let them
There's
do
less-
that.
Yeah, exactly.
We are happy with that. Here's one of the other discussions we had in the green room that I found quite amusing. So Ryan says, hey, I was talking to a guy I work with, and he was asking what a good movie recommendation would be. Well, first of all, he goes, have you seen the trailer for Deliverance, which came out 50 some years ago?
Just out of the blue, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I probably did, but gosh darn it, it's 50 some years ago. I probably forgot about it. And I said, why? And he said, well, a guy I work with wanted me to recommend a movie for him and his girlfriend, a good date movie, and I recommended Deliverance. And I said, you're kidding, right? And then Leslie looked at the trailer while we were saying this.
It's definitely got a 70s feel. And it's got that voice, that one voice actor who
did all the movie trailers.
Like every movie trailer from that era. And this is Bob Smith. He sells insurance by day, but he's decided not to hit the golf course. He and some pals are going to be paddling a river, the Chickahominy River or whatever. Yeah. And then they show Burt Reynolds. And, you know, he's taking a break from working in the aerospace industry.
Right. And he's going on the fishing trip.
Yes.
And then danger arrives.
That's a great date movie. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, come on up, brother.
And he looked at the trailer and said, I might have to check it out.
Yeah, right. You like being a smart ass at work? Is that what you do?
I do. And I say it with a straight face, and I don't know if I'm serious or not.
Well, for those of you who follow Ryan, and if you did, you'd put on a lot of miles because the guy is constant. He's driving right now as we speak.
Yeah.
His job involves a lot of driving, and the head gasket on his car blew.
It did.
So you have to get another car, and by a week from Tuesday, you will have 65,000 miles on that car.
I probably will.
And
I bought it in Schaumburg, and I had to get to Schaumburg today. So that was the planes and train. No, we didn't do planes, trains and cars. So Hank and I took the train into Union Station, and then we took the train to Westmont, and then we're hanging out here, and then we're going to go to Schaumburg after the show.
And did you find the train experience pleasant?
Yes, we did. Yes. Other than Henry thought the train was a little dirtier than the Amtrak one, but yeah, overall, we just kind of hung out and watched the miles go by. As Alan
That's what I said.
The song.
It's a good thing he didn't take him on the L, because you want to see a dirty train, young man? I'll show you a dirty train.
Yes.
And we figured out, he told me what he gave up for Lent. So he drinks a lot of Oberweis chocolate milk. So Oberweis came on Tuesday, and we got 4 quarts of it. And he comes home from school on Wednesday. I gave up chocolate milk for Lent. I should have told you. And I went, oh, well, we got a lot of chocolate milk.
And you texted us that. And I replied, well, tell him to give something else up because you have 4 quarts of chocolate milk. And you said what?
He wrote it down in his book at school. And if you wrote it down in the book at school, you can't change what you give up. If you said you're going to give up chocolate milk, that's what you're going to give up, damn it. So he didn't say that, but so we didn't change it.
So he had to sign a contract. And now what are you going to do with this
well, they wrote it in the book. Yeah.
You're going to drink all of it yourself?
Well, I've been giving it away. I don't really like, not a big.
You don't like, you're a strange cat. You don't like coffee. You don't really drink, do you? Alcohol.
No. So I gave the quart to my niece, and I'm going to give a couple to the neighbor, and we'll make it work. But
can't you freeze chocolate milk?
Probably bust those glass bottles open. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. How do you make a fudgesicle out of a bottle of chocolate milk?
So it's been a full day, but we had a good experience. Navigated Union Station and got a little nuts on Clark caramel corn and cheese corn, and it's been a good day.
Yeah, that cheese corn now, your fingers are going to be yellow for
and your lip and stuff's expensive. I got 2 small bags. It was $14.
I saw a brilliant video that you can use chopsticks to eat that cheese corn. Isn't that a beautiful way for those of us who are a little persnickety? You can avoid all those cheesy fingers that way. And I guess if you're not really adept with chopsticks, you just stab them and then eat it off.
You stab them with the chopstick?
and eat it like you're having a shish kebab.
Did I see a comment? Is that Clarence again? Yeah. Give up religion and just enjoy life.
Enjoy life.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. But I did hear a conversation in the seat behind me. There's lots of college kids that were going on spring break, and he was talking about when he got home, he was going to go pick up on Facebook Marketplace a VCR TV combo. So he's really getting into the VHSs now. And I thought, wow, I guess what was old now is cool.
Yeah, but I was glad to see that because that stuff is so bulky.
It is.
You get 20 tapes, and it takes up a whole space in the room, and the machines
I can
were
lay
giant.
in bed and plug in my headphones into the TV and listen to my VHS tapes. And I thought, wow.
And that's better than streaming and all the other stuff we have today.
He was 20-something, so, he may have not even remembered VHS, depending on when all that went out. So,
well, it's like the resurgence of vinyl. There's something cool about the tactile thing. I see people at different art shows around the area over the summer, and they use old typewriters, and they will type you a poem while you stand there. So it's just, everything old is new again.
Okay, well, as you know, I'm a big fan of David Muir's cavalcade of What the Hell Are You Reporting? And we have decided, because it's true, that the biggest, meatiest obituary that he's ever done, Tina Turner, 8 minutes at the beginning of the newscast.
Right.
There was another contender yesterday, did not come close, Dolly Parton's husband, couple minutes at the end. Am I wrong in saying that I don't know why Dolly Parton's husband dying is not a regular, that's Entertainment Tonight and all those platforms, but that's not a news story.
Especially when you only have 20 minutes or so to tell us all the most important stories on the planet.
Right. And you carved out 90 seconds for Dolly Parton's husband. It's not news. We know what it is.
And that marriage always seemed interesting.
Did you even know she was married until a couple of days ago?
Yeah, but I was under the impression that they kind of lived separate lives. He never liked the spotlight. And it sounded like maybe it was a marriage in name only, kind of. But she still seems broken up about it. But
Speaking of David Muir, Waukesha made the Muir news about a double homicide in the Waukesha area. So someone commented up there and said, "Hey, did you see it on David Muir?" So I missed seeing Waukesha about a double murder going on.
Was this close to where you live?
I gotta think. Yeah, it was like in the village of Waukesha. It's Waukesha County's sheriff's department investigating it. So yeah, it was.
But I mean, I don't know how big Waukesha is. I'm saying, was it down the block? Was it 10 miles away?
10 miles away. Yeah, village.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the article now. Village of Waukesha.
Because if it's down the block, then you're concerned.
But they made Muir. He made Muir. So I wonder how much that got.
Was the house on fire?
No. The two people have been dead for a few weeks in there, and they think the kid may have done it because he took the car and the family dog and drove to Kansas, and then they caught him in Kansas, but he hasn't been charged yet. But he had the gun in his car. So
the reason they use that is because David finally learned how to pronounce Waukesha. When they had that horrible
parade
incident
tragedy,
at the parade, there were a lot of Waukeshas and there was fumbling and bumbling going on. So I think David went, I perfected it. So every Waukesha story we will use from now on.
They're also still dribbling out the Gene Hackman stuff, but the stuff they're dribbling out is stuff that came out right away, and they're trying to pretend there's more meat on the bone. Have you noticed this?
And someone said that why he died is because he was an exposed Jeffrey Epstein's list or something. I mean, there's a lot of whack.
Where did you texted me that? Where did you see that?
On like a Facebook.
Page. Well, then if it's Facebook,
yeah. Well, I didn't click on it, but they said, "Oh, that's why he died," and I went.
The big update prior to today was that they misnamed the dog, and the dog that died was not like Rusty; it was George or something like that. So, sorry, we misidentified the dog. Story today indicates that she may have died long before he did. So there are new
And
updates.
do they speculate how she died? They saw pills on a counter.
Hang on.
I'm hearing this thread where he collapses and she hears him collapse and she goes, "Oh my God." And then she kind of, "I need my medicine," and then goes in there and slips and hits her head. That's one of the theories that's going around. Now,
wait. I'm sorry. I mixed it up. The headline is that Gene Hackman died of heart disease about a week after. Oh, yeah, after his wife died of hantavirus.
What is it?
She died first of hantavirus.
Hantavirus.
Yes, and then I think you get that from rodents. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But so are we to believe that he thought she was sleeping for all those days?
What's that all about? Now, I got to redo my sympathy card because I have the wrong dog name.
Exactly. I hope they get that all straightened out. But
you're serious? They did a correction on the dog's name?
Yes, I did see that.
What, for insurance purposes? They what?
Well,
they didn't want the other dogs to feel bad,
is very upset by this.
Right, because the other dogs
were alive. Hey,
were alive, and people, their fellow dogs, thought, "Oh my God, George is dead," but he's not, and George was getting all this. It's Paul is dead. No, I'm not.
So he died of hypertensive atherosclerosis, cardiovascular disease, with an Alzheimer's.
With a dash of Alzheimer's.
He was likely alone in the home for about a week until he died around February 18th. This coming from Fox News, which was the last time any activity was recorded on his pacemaker.
So what you're saying, if I have this correct, he was alive and unable to notify anybody that his wife was incapacitated. He didn't know she was dead or whatever.
Betsy had died due to hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, which is transmitted from animals to humans. Oh, see, I was right.
Yeah.
From animals to humans and is commonly found in rodents. Look it. I'm not the idiot that you.
No, I'm the one that's as dumb as he looks.
So, yeah, Betsy's autopsy determined the manner of death as natural.
What are the chances, though? I mean, when you do that kind of combo, how did the dog die? Starvation? Was it in a kennel? Is that it? Starvation?
Keep saying it was in like a bathroom closet. So
why would it be in a closet?
He had a towel. He wanted to change the toilet paper roll, and then accidentally
and then she fell and shut the door behind him.
And then he couldn't get up. And let's see if they clarify which dog died. You know what, Gary?
Yeah.
We will follow this story.
We always do. Hearts and prayers and thoughts go out.
Absolutely. And you can adjust the sympathy card, and we'll see. I'll keep looking. I'll find out for you guys.
It just goes to show you, a big movie star and all that, and it doesn't matter.
No.
More than 30 years, one of their dogs was found dead by maintenance workers.
I'm just curious as to how he could be alive for a week after she dies and not have any. Well, if we got the Alzheimer's going, that could be it. But here,
okay, they not
this
have
is
kids.
Well, yeah. Wait, I want to go to that, Ryan, because I said this at the outset. Nobody checks on these people at all. Now, he had 3 kids, but from what I've been reading, they were not real close. Obviously, there's the only use of the word today, and done right. But other people, nobody. If you didn't hear from me for 9-10 days, would you maybe throw a text at me or something?
Hey, what's going on, Gary?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Hey, haven't
yes.
heard from you in 10 days. Anything?
Have you been camping out in the hotel bathtub for a few days? What's
Doing
going
the
on?
Spencer Tracy.
Yes.
Okay. Ryan's referring to an opening that I did for the premium show yesterday about people who pee in the shower. And I gave the breakdown of the numbers and everything. The kicker to that was I had read remember that actor Spencer Tracy?
Was he heavier?
He was he was chunky.
Well, that's not even right. Remember white hair.
Okay, I remember. Okay,
it doesn't matter. Yep. Anyway, I guess he was a real bad drunk, and he would go to a hotel in New York, check into a room, and then sit in the bathtub and drink, not leave the bathtub for any reason. And by any reason, that is anything that's coming out of him. So going into the bathtub drain.
Did he have water in the bathtub or no water in the bathtub?
I'm sure that water had to be changed out occasionally.
You mean I thought you meant to drink. He just turned the faucet.
No, I meant was he sitting in the water?
Well, he was at some point if he drank a lot. It was coming out somehow. And there again, big movie star. Ooh, big movie star sitting in your own filth.
This is why the studios had a very tight rein on those people. And we thought of them as being special and magical, even though they were really creepy and
living gross. Right. Some of the weirdest lives you can imagine because they could. Well, Matthew Perry floating in the hot tub. All this success by himself, just floating in the hot tub.
Garry, officials initially reported that the couple's German Shepherd Bear was found deceased in their home. However, Bear is reportedly alive, along with their second dog, Nikita. It was actually the pair's 12-year-old Australian Kelpie mix, Xena, who had died. So you are now completely up to date.
Okay, good.
Bear's alive, Xena's dead.
Wow. What about Dolly Parton's husband? Wait a minute. Is David Muir going to give the dog any time on his newscast?
We have to make a correction. It was not Bear. It was actually Xena.
Just like I made the correction this week when I would tell people, go, I know. Is that Pluto? Is that character?
It is Pluto,
Goofy.
I think.
Goofy. And
Is
Goofy is also a dog. Goofy is also a dog. But Goofy is a dog that speaks.
Is there
Pluto's
Pluto?
a dog that does not speak.
Okay. I was told when I say, hey, go to my Meta page, I'm always posting something there, by listener Janice, that's kind of not right because Meta is a combination of platforms that I don't use. I only use Facebook. You got to say Facebook. Otherwise, you're telling people to go to Instagram and Thread. Is that what the combo platter is?
I'm not on Thread or Threads or whatever.
Facebook changed its parent company name to Meta. They own Instagram. They own Threads. I think they own WhatsApp, or at least they did at one time.
Yep.
All right. Well,
but if you'd like to manage the Garry Meier Show page, then you use the Meta business management tool.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I don't know what they said there. I have no idea what they just said.
The password to Gary's page is
there are bogus Garry Meier Facebook pages out there, and they're asking you for your
money,
social security number. No, it's all, unless there's a check mark, it's fake.
I was actually dealing with a legitimate company, and she got to the part where, can I have the last 4 digits of your social? And I froze for a moment thinking, do I give it to her? Don't I? But then realized, yes, this is one of those companies that you can share it with versus, what was the new one? Johnny from Michigan just got a text saying that he owes money to the tollways, though Johnny has never driven a car in his life. And the other one that I got today was that my package is ready for pickup. All I have to do is hit a link. And I'm sure there's something special there.
That's
Leslie, you got such
somebody
close
said
friends.
they
You got
sent
such
me
close friends
something.
at the post office. Come on.
Well, and somebody earlier in the show said they sent something my way, but the post office screwed up. I don't see how that's possible. So.
You have to spend all day just managing all this nonsense.
I watched a guy in a postal truck try to do a 3-point turn, and he turned it into like a 7-point turn. Is it just because you're on the wrong side of the vehicle that it throws off your
That has to be it.
ability?
But they're always good at turning their tires when they're parked on a hill. They always make sure they have their tires turned. So that must be a regulation of theirs.
And you think they have good power steering in that postal vehicle?
Oh, that's true too. Yeah. He's probably got big muscles.
All right. You're all caught up on sending out prizes, right, Leslie, with everybody?
No, I
All right. Well, you will. I mean,
Maria, your prize is right here next to me. I ran out of padded envelopes, so I had to go get those. So now we're all set. I found the magnets. I've got padded envelopes. Maria, your prize will be going out very soon.
Because that ball liquor has to be protected.
Oh, I mean, seriously, we have our priorities straight here in the GarrForce. And
You want to preview everything you're going to give away tonight?
Well, honestly, I can't find the ball. Hold on. I was so discombobulated. There's a ball liquor for you right there.
And that's why the magnets, the ones that Alan bought you, got kind of put off somewhere.
Which is why I had to just rearrange, and so yes, we will be giving away magnets again, or as usual. Let's see what else. Well, so honestly, thank you so much, Ken. Stick Save, great stuff, including a pair of Angry Bird socks for you this week. Some stick ups.
Oh, I remember those.
A word find, and now that's it. I'm going to parcel those things out over the coming weeks. We've got other things that he sent, but you just don't want to shoot your wad, as they say. Found these. We're into springtime. Tracy from Wisconsin sent us these last year. This is a slime egg, so I found a couple of those. We'll be sending out some slime eggs. I've got a keychain from Devil's Tower, Wyoming. Isn't that cool? An I Love ASMR sticker. Some patches from Scott's Vintage Antiques and Collectibles. And, of course, lots of Oh Yes swag. Oh, look at that. We've got koozies and T-shirts and bracelets and a bendable from Tracy and some temporary tattoos, fortune-telling fish.
Wow.
This is action. Oh, my God. This is a great prize package. And finally, the prize that started it all. Right
the
there.
condom.
And in our next half an hour, Leslie will show us what the cat coughed up, and those will be next week's prize.
Oh, ouch, roasted.
Meow.
Andrew pointed out in the comment section, Gary's last Instagram post was 2016. Yeah, I got to get around to that. Huh?
Oops.
I don't know how people fuel these things. A friend of mine said, you got to get on. This is really it. You got to get on TikTok. And I go, okay, what does it involve? Well, you have to post 3 videos a day. A day? I'm almost 10 years.
What the kids do.
I'm almost 10 years from Instagram. 10 years. A day.
You need to take pictures of everything you eat and then a couple of selfies throughout the day.
So what you're saying, Leslie, is
Flynn.
The people that are repetitive on TikTok, that's what they're doing. They're showing anything and everything.
Sure. They're copying other people's videos and doing their own versions of it. Yeah, it's scintillating. Move over, Shakespeare. We got some entertainment for you right here.
Ouch.
There you go.
There she is.
I have some pictures.
That's Instagrammable.
That's a post, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that comes from my Canva subscription, but yeah, that's Instagrammable.
Okay. even that 3 times a day of nonsense, after about 2 days, I really don't want to do this anymore. Take a picture, a video, post it, take a picture.
And then while you're at it
pretty
at
much
night, then
post what you do on Facebook and just
and then at night you switch over to OnlyFans. By day,
Yeah, that's
TikTok,
right.
by night, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Okay?
Hey, let me, as long as we're into a tech discussion here, on one of my posts on Facebook, somebody commented, too bad Garry doesn't allow his post to be, how did he, I sent it to you, Ryan. Shared, right? And I didn't understand
but I see people share your posts, so
I didn't get what he meant by that, because I thought I don't stop anything. So they do share them.
Yeah, I've seen them shared. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what.
Okay, so while we're in this mood, let's show some of these I've posted this week. If you want to start popping them up.
What?
Squint your eyes.
It says squint your eyes, but you don't even have to squint. Doesn't that really just pop? Not even squinting? Doesn't that look like Steve Harvey got a good one for you today?
Today.
No question.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Urinal cakes aren't candy. You know how these kids, they eat the Tide Pods. You got to tell them everything.
They do look delicious.
And sometimes they smell okay, too.
Yeah, okay. All right.
This was on top of an elementary school.
This was in England, I believe.
Yes.
And somebody painted this penis on top of a building.
Oh, those wacky kids.
All right.
Although I did see, have you ever seen this thing that they do at weddings where they have like little wooden hearts? And you write, so I saw it at a memorial service once, and you write a little thing on there, and then they create a picture frame, and you can slide those little hearts in there, and they fill in, and it makes a little, a beautiful
collage.
Remembrance.
Right.
And one of their guests drew a penis.
Had to, right?
Right in
Just one person spoils it for the whole bunch.
There you go.
We were talking about these rejected Barbie dolls,
and you can buy these on Amazon. I got this picture off to make it big enough. This is
one I'd actually like. I think that's really cool. That's from the Birds movie, and it looks more like Tippi Hedren than Barbie. And Leslie looked it up, and they're going for $700.
Yeah, it is definitely a collector's item.
Yep.
I was thinking about it, but.
She's muted.
Yep. Leslie's audio went out.
You're muted.
Or your audio went out.
Now I see the mute symbol up there now. So Leslie's hit the
you're
mute
muted,
button
Leslie.
on top of having problems.
Now you hit the technical difficulty slide.
Yeah.
Alan.
I'll go with this audio instead.
Thanks for stopping by The Loop, FM 98, WLUP Chicago.
Yeah. Some Steely.
Unmute, maybe? Unmute?
There we go.
There we go.
I lost my AirPods died on me, so it just killed everything. But I'm back.
Okay.
You were saying?
Oh, Vitiligo Ken still readily available if you're interested.
Really?
Yes.
How much?
He was regular price. There was no up,
Upcharge.
no ante, for that.
Yeah, the Barbie series tried to get politically correct, so they started putting her in wheelchairs, on a ventilator, and all kinds of things, so they could take everybody that has any malady and be represented.
Pretty much.
Yep. Yeah.
And that didn't really work, I guess.
Here's the next. Who's
all right? Now this is traditional every year on Ash Wednesday. Leslie goes to her favorite priest, and he sees her forehead, and he has a special mix that he does, and he did not disappoint this year.
No, he does what he does.
And then you went to the grocery store after, and people asked if you had a head wound. What was it?
Well, no, she goes, "Oh, is it Ash Wednesday?" And I looked at her quizzically. I go, "Oh, you mean this?" I said, "No, I wear this all the
No,
time."
I don't bathe. Yeah, I don't bathe. This is the way I live.
This is just me.
Well, when Leslie walked into the kosher bakery, they had no idea what to make of it.
That's right.
And this is the next one that goes along with it.
Okay, let's open the screen up to see all these symbols, and let's see which one Leslie would be.
Father's Revenge?
Yeah, I was saying between that and First in Line.
Yeah.
Right?
It's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
It was smaller than last year, and last year's looked like he had put a jet on my forehead.
Yeah.
Kind of a Rorschach effect.
Yeah, the hipster. It was almost like the hipster last year.
Let's go through all of these. First in Line, and then the second one is what?
Like
What is that?
hashtag, but hashtag.
Hashtag.
It's almost
Hashtag.
Oh, I see. Because
Yeah,
it's
there you go.
okay.
Got the
And
shadow.
then the next one is the
nasty?
print is the two. It's
Nasty,
too small
hasty,
for me.
No, the hasty.
The hasty. Okay, there you go. Then the Rorschach. Then Father's
Revenge. And then what's that last one? What is it?
Perfect. OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good one. Good one. And then the hipster. And then is that the dipster?
Drip.
Drip.
The
Like a drip.
dripster. Okay.
Yep.
And then what's that? What's
Load
that?
toner?
The next one's the load tone. Like when your copier's low on toner.
Load toner.
That's a good one. What's next?
The Blob.
The Blob.
Yeah, your eyes are better than mine.
This is really a strain.
All of us are like,
You guys just need bigger. I was going to say, you guys just need bigger monitors. I mean, none of these are
That would
really all
help.
that tiny if you're watching this at any reasonable size screen.
No, we're not. So what's the next one?
You guys should not be doing the show from your phone.
The Franciscan, right? Is that what that says?
I'll read them all for you guys because they're
Thank
they're
you,
pretty clear
Alan.
on my
Okay, Alan,
screen.
thank
Yes.
You got the Franciscan followed by the swoosh, and then in the lower left-hand corner you got the crumbler, the one stroke, the mini, pirate's booty, ear of corn, and Thanos.
All right, that covers them all. So Leslie, you check in between First in Line and Father's Revenge.
Father's Revenge. Yeah. Pretty.
Okay. I got one more. Finish the.
All right, let's go back. Yeah, just to compare between that and the picture one more time. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Although Leslie, you might want to request the OCD next year
Yeah.
because you'd like that one.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, very neat.
That one I would wear every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you can finish off with this.
Cannoli cheesecake.
Nice.
I don't particularly like cheesecake. I'm like Ryan. I don't like certain things that people go crazy over. We were talking about Ryan doesn't drink alcohol, coffee. You start the day with orange juice.
And don't like chocolate milk.
And you don't like chocolate milk.
Yeah. So I can't.
You got 4 quarts now. You got to give it away.
Give it away.
Now,
give it up for Lent, Dad.
Didn't Hank give you some indication that he was giving up chocolate milk before you ordered? He never said anything?
No. We ordered on Monday night. It comes Tuesday, and then.
What are the chances, though? Think about that. It's not chocolate milk. I mean, do you get it all the time?
He gets it. He drinks 4 quarts a week. That's all he drinks. He drinks chocolate
Seriously?
milk.
Okay, so that would be something that is a
He said,
big
I'm obsessed with
giveaway.
chocolate milk, so I gave up chocolate milk. Yes.
Does it only come in quarts or like?
Well, he's a chocolate milk snob, so he only drinks Oberweis chocolate milk. So
so it doesn't come in a gallon jug?
No, it comes in those little glass bottle quarts, I think they're or whatever that is. Yeah.
Because 4 quarts would make
let
a
me
gallon.
guess.
That's why I'm questioning.
Let me guess, Ryan. That's about what? $12 a quart?
I don't know. It's Oberweis delivers, and it's cheaper to have them deliver it than some of the retail stores. And the retail store is like $8. So I don't really know. I'm not in charge.
It's like the tollway. You have the pass. You don't even think about it.
Yeah,
and then
I'm not in charge
bill,
of the milk. Jamie's in charge of the milk.
And your Oberweis a month bill is about $400.
Yeah.
Oh well.
And it's a wonder that their ice cream stores went out of business.
Well, there's still some in the suburbs because I've on emergency runs when we're out. I've been down here and had to bring some home. So
it is great stuff, but you're right.
It's
price, and when the economy goes whatever way it's going, you got things increasing, and that's not an item you need. So people go, well, I don't need ice cream for a while, and there goes ice cream.
Turns out that a quart of Oberweis chocolate milk will cost you about the same thing as a dozen eggs if you buy them at Aldi.
Yep,
$5.99 for a quart.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then
anybody else have this happen at their neighborhood egg aisle?
No, look at that.
They got protection now.
And then the other thing he likes is Entenmann's donut holes.
I love Entenmann's.
Yeah, so he's in chocolate milk and Entenmann's. That's what he lives on, and those are for a box of donut holes are all up to $7. That's nuts. So I wait for him on sale where you buy one get one, or they're on sale for $4.
Oh, I love the raspberry coffee cake
right there. Yeah, Mr. Entenmann does a good job.
Good. Okay. Oberweis, good stuff though.
Probably 50% fat. Yes, he needs to keep his. It's at one point he was not gaining weight, so if he wants to drink whole milk, let him drink whole milk. So
$24 a gallon. There you
go. Is that all you get, or do you get other things with the chocolate milk?
Sometimes Jamie gets ice cream. She's an ice cream hound, so she gets the different kind of Oberweis ice creams. But mostly it's just milk.
And what do you do with the glass bottles when you're done?
Yeah, you put it back in the cooler, and they take it back and give you the couple bucks of the deposit on it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So
there was a time when milk and all that stuff only came in glass bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Long gone. I mean, that's a specialty thing now.
Yeah, we used to have the milkman named Nick who would come and have coffee with my mother once a week.
Yes.
Yeah. We wonder why two of the kids look Greek, but no, that's don't worry about it.
You could get Pepsi and Coke bottles, and not the old time ones, but in the 80s that were glass. I remember those, and they had a styrofoam label that you would peel off as a kid.
Yeah. Good old days.
Were the days.
Well, I think when things get the way they are now with prices and everything, people reflect back to the day that gas was 25 cents. You hear that. I mean, those days were long gone, but you start going, oh, there was a time.
So everybody tonight, when we're done here, go dial up Deliverance. Go back to the old days. That was 72, I believe that movie came out.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't born yet.
Don't start that.
Shut up.
We've established this. When they were bringing Ryan home from the hospital after his birth, I was working all nights at this radio station, so his parents were probably listening to me, and he's in the back seat in the car seat.
Yeah, they didn't even have car seats.
No,
they just threw the baby back there.
Right.
Hope he didn't roll off.
Yeah.
Well, they just put him on that little shelf in the back.
That's true.
Behind the back row of seats.
Different times, simpler times.
My parents had a Datsun when I was born, I believe. They don't have that anymore. Those are gone.
It's Nissan. It became Nissan.
Yes.
All right. They didn't buy American then. Oh, okay. Interesting.
No, they didn't. We're still not buying American.
Oh, ouch. All right. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. See you later.
You and Hank have a good weekend.
We will.
Hey, do you do fish fries during Lent? Is that a thing in your neighborhood?
At the Knights of Columbus Hall, they have one. I just was looking at the price list. It's like $15 for a whole dinner.
There we go. I remember when a fish fry was only $2.
No, but you do get coleslaw and fries. So yeah.
Do you like coleslaw?
Do you like coleslaw? Depends.
I mean, coleslaw. I love coleslaw.
My husband was a coleslaw snob. And there was a thing, and I'm sorry, this is cut too coarsely. There's too much crunching involved, and that was a definite turnoff. There was too much vinegar. He didn't like that. Yeah. So me, on the other hand, it's got it lends nice texture. It rounds out a meal sometimes, but I wouldn't. Like, I don't crave coleslaw.
Right. It's not like, oh, coleslaw. They're serving coleslaw. Like I get, coleslaw.
But if somebody gives you a plastic spork, right? The first thing that comes to my mind with plastic spork is KFC coleslaw.
There.
Yeah.
Now, is KFC good coleslaw, Garry?
In a pinch, it's not.
It's not the best. Okay.
No,
you are.
They just throw it in to your liking, where we'll just throw it in with your chicken order.
And that's it.
Our favorite thing.
It makes it a meal. We
got it rounds it out.
Meat, we got some potatoes. We throw in the coleslaw.
It's the coleslaw that I like. It's coleslaw.
That was an Emo Phillips standard, wasn't it?
Yes, that was his catchphrase. I like coleslaw. Okay, let's talk about David Hochberg for just a minute here, and then Leslie's got stories, and then we're going to give stuff away.
Oh, yeah.
What should the how about hashtag coleslaw?
There you go. Easy peasy. Put it all together. COLESLAW. Coleslaw.
That's the winning word for this week. So put it in the queue, and Ellen will hit the button, and somebody will get it. Now, David Hochberg will help you out with the mortgage thing. Now, the rates, oddly enough, of all the stuff that's going up, and this mortgage rates are going down. And I don't know the equation of why that is, but I've heard they're going down. And now there's a surge of people that are going to buy because this hasn't happened for a while. He's the guy that can hold your hand through this with a free consultation. Those are the numbers there, and that's all you need to know. He'll guide you through with a free consultation, then hopefully you'll do business, and David will save you money. What more could you want? 43 states they're licensed in. All right. Leslie, what's your story?
Garry, how much would you pay for a flamin' hot Cheeto? Well, someone this week is ponying up $87,840 for one because it looks like a character from Pokemon. 60 people took part in the bidding for the Charizard-shaped cheese puff, now mounted in a fancy frame with a custom Pokemon-inspired nameplate. Turns out this is not the most expensive Cheeto ever sold at auction. Back in 2017, a flamin' hot Cheeto resembling Harambe, the gorilla, for those of you who don't know Harambe, that one sold for $99,900, so it appears the buyer in that case ended up backing out of the deal. So it's unclear where exactly that Harambe Cheeto is these days.
How much for this one?
$87,840 was the final bid. Well, actually, it was like $72,000, but then there's shipping and handling.
Of course.
So.
Take it out of my crypto account.
A tattoo artist in India has been arrested for inking a foreign tourist with a likeness of a Hindu deity. A number of Hindu groups demanded justice after seeing a photo of an Italian woman's thigh bearing a tattoo of Lord Jagannath. Jagannath?
Watch your mouth.
The artist, Rocky
About as well.
Besoy, says there was no offense intended and that the woman he tattooed is in fact a devotee of Jagannath, who views the tattoo as an homage and not some kitsch. Both parties are now apologizing, the tattoo artist and the woman who was tattooed. Anyone, they say they apologize. They're very sorry for anybody finding this ink to be distasteful. She's even promising to have the tattoo removed as soon as it heals.
And how do you spell that?
Jagannath? That's Jagannath.
Okay.
Jagannath.
Yeah.
You know, just the way it sounds.
Jagannath. Yeah.
One more? Would you like one more?
Sure.
We were talking about wackadoo stuff happening on airplanes. Let's use one of those. An EasyJet flight from Portugal to London was forced to make an emergency landing after a brawl broke out between two families stemming from a disagreement over the Karate Kid. Seems like a 5-year-old was watching the movie without headphones, which didn't sit well with a woman sitting nearby. She made a comment. The child's parents responded. Words turned to deeds, specifically a physical altercation that was intense enough to make the pilot turn the plane around and head right back to Portugal, where police were waiting. All parties involved have received a lifetime ban from EasyJet.
Hey, it wasn't Deliverance.
Exactly. And Karate Kid came out in like the 80s. So this is much more current.
That's all you need on a plane.
I'm sorry. I was in an airport terminal and a woman was talking on speaker. It's like,
Yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah. Come on. We all know it's wrong. Are you doing this just to be an irritant? I don't know, but
rude is the new normal.
I guess
to give you that Garrett's popcorn vortex, when I took Brightline last year down to Miami, the high-speed train, the woman across the aisle was on speakerphone talking about the Garrett's popcorn she had just bought in Chicago. So there you go. For about a half an hour.
You know,
was she eating it on the train?
No, she was just talking about it. And then when the train attendant came over and asked if there was anything he could do for me, I said, you could get her off the phone. And he did, which was awesome.
Really? Because in a case like that these days, I'm afraid to even make eye contact. I'm just
really.
I just said it quietly to the attendant.
Yeah, let him be the bad cop.
Exactly. It's written all over. It's written all over their materials.
The tone went off, so we'll be back in 15 after you hear some news, traffic, weather, and sports, other stuff you don't need. Central Florida, 67.
Nice.
It was in the 40s overnight.
Wow. Okay. Is that bad? I mean, you don't like it real hot.
Time's running out for it.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be 90 in about 2 weeks. You'll be happy.
No, I don't like 90.
No, I know. So
97% humidity. Yep.
90 days of 90 is fine. I think last year we had about 120.
Well, you went down there for a reason, Alan.
It's true. The weather like this is perfect.
Yeah. And
except I'm sitting here staring at a laptop, just like during COVID.
Okay. But it's just for an hour. All right. That's it.
You want to do Canine Hero?
Yes, we do. We're into a new month, so we have to talk about it. Now. We couldn't read the Ashes words.
That print is smaller on the screen.
Yeah, this is microfiche. And if you could celebrate this dog for us with projectcaninehero.org, Alan.
This is Canine Jax. Canine Jax was a graduate of Explosives Detection Class number 102 at the ATF National Canine Training Center. Our founder, Jason Johnson, was fortunate enough to be the lead instructor of that class and had the honor of being involved in procuring, training, and placing Jax with his handler. Together, Jax and his handler served in Detroit, Michigan, where they made a huge impact on the community by helping solve homicides and violent crimes throughout the region. Project Canine Hero was honored to be able to serve Jax in retirement when he needed our help most. Jax reached his end of watch on April 7th, 2023, after a valiant battle with cancer. We will always be grateful to him for his service.
And Jason has a sanctuary in Tennessee where he takes these dogs that retire from the TSA and police departments because there's no official program to care for these dogs in their retirement. So that's what Jason's doing, and he works on donations. So if you can do anything to help, go to that website, projectcaninehero.org. Wow. I mean, you look at those dogs and think they do stuff that we can't.
Right.
And we should care for them. I mean, they don't have a long life as it is. All right. All right. Let's hit the button and end on a happy note.
I got to change engines here to do that.
All right. A lot of stuff. Oh, I love those word search books. We talked about that this week. Here we go.
There's not very many. There's not very many entrants, so everybody who entered's got a good chance.
Wow, everybody's not into prizes anymore.
So too bad. The $1 million rolls over yet again.
Yes,
because we haven't hit that threshold of 100 entries yet.
Okay.
All right, so let's get the music going and the search with.
Right, Susan? Socks, right? You have the socks are in this one?
Yep, there are socks in here. Angry Bird socks.
Yes. All right, Susan. If Alan can tell you what to do, you do it. We'll get it to you.
Susan, send your U.S. mailing address to Garry Meier Show at GarryMeier.com or text it to 773-888-2157. Regular charges apply. Leslie will go down to the post office and send it to you. But as we were all discussing before the show, if you get a link that says your package has been mishandled, it's probably fraudulent. Don't click on that.
Not it. No.
Yeah, but pay those tolls. All right, that's it. Here comes the cannoli down the aisle. It's complimentary. Please take it. take the cannoli.
That's not the cannoli button.
No, that is not. Unless
You're switching through things too quickly for the cannoli button. There we go.
I got the gear coming down pretty soon. There it is, the delicious cannoli. And what about the schnauzer as we set the clock ahead?
You know, with all those different Barbies, do they have a schnauzer Barbie? They should.
That's a redundant statement, by the way. Thank you for watching. Back on Monday. 3 in the green, gear is down, flaps are down. The voice of the globe, America's podcast, the GarrForce, has landed.
And that's all the news and nonsense for this week, GarrForce. Thank you for streaming.
If you like that, I got other stuff I think you're going to like. This is the GarrForce.
Please be sure to like and share the show on all of your social networks.
More eyeballs.
If you're not already a subscriber, show your support by subscribing to GarrForce Live YouTube channel. For those watching a replay, that button is right here. All the rest of our episodes, right here.
Boom.
Hello?
Shakalaka.
Did you click something?